custom-made drone, and then we have some smaller drones that we'll use for indoors. But a majority of the stuff we have is DJI.
That's a DJI as well.
What about the new stuff that ISD just got for like active response? Didn't they?
They did, yeah. I haven't really looked at. I don't know what they're flying. I heard about it, but I haven't seen it. Yeah. So we mostly, I guess I'll go through. We start off with our bigger drone over here. This is for like special events and things like that. We use this one for those because it can stay in the air longer. It's bigger batteries and it'll stay up for longer. It's also a lot better for going really long distance and things like that.
What's the range on something like that?
This one's got probably close to 3 to 5 miles. We can take this pretty far from where we're at. And then it's also got a really nice zoom camera on it that works at night as well, so that'll extend that distance even further. From there, this M30 is the smaller version. That's actually an updated version of this M300. So this is the newer version of that. With all technology, it gets smaller, it gets faster, it gets cheaper every time they make a new one. From there, we step down into our Mavic 3. We take these on patrol with us. The officer in their car can just take this out, throw it up really fast so we can get something in the air quickly. And then from there, we step down into our indoor drones, which is going to be our DJI Avatas. We use these to search houses, go inside of vehicles, things like that. Officer Robin's actually going to fly one for you so you can see how agile they are and how they function.
Any questions on these before?
Yeah, how high up can you go and still be able to track electronically through the
So all of our pilots are FAA 107 certified. The FAA requires that we have a 400-foot ceiling. We can't fly over 400 feet with any of these. Aircraft have a 400-foot hard deck that they're not supposed to go under. We stay under 4, they stay over 8. We don't have any problems.
And these actually have like a sensor where if it gets to, it stops.
It doesn't stop. It'll let us go over it. The police department has an agreement with the FAA giving us certain abilities in emergency situations. So if there was something that required us to go over 400, we would absolutely do that. But that would be something like safety, things like that. We're not going to risk crashing a drone or crashing a manned aircraft just to not violate that rule. So things like that.
Have you have talks with drone delivery services about conflicting?
Yeah, that's so. As with all technology, it's moving very quickly, and they're implementing a lot of this stuff before we've really thought out the roadmap of how this is going to function with each other. And so, honestly, it's all just being figured out right now as we go.
How many people in the department are trained to fly?
We have 23 pilots on staff with us. Like I said, they're all FAA 107 certified, and then they're certified internally. So it's something you have to apply for, show that you're willing to put in the work and actually train for. All of our pilots get a minimum of 8 hours of training a month, and that's on top of whatever call out and things like that they're doing.
And do all of these have like infrared if you're doing like night stuff? And
yeah, each drone has its own capabilities. So not all of them do, but we have specific ones that are designed for specific things. So depending on what we're doing, we'll use the drone that's applicable for that.
Can some of them hear the people and be able to talk to people too? Or
Yes,
some of them
yes. So what we're going to demo for you, this is something we would use inside of a house. Our biggest goal is to prevent
bigger than that
one in that house and have a conflict or a confrontation. If we can use technology to find this person and we don't put ourselves in that harm's way, that's our ultimate goal. So what we'll do is we'll put this drone in, we'll search the house with this. If we locate somebody, we have a second drone that's got a built-in cell phone. We'll fly that second drone in, turn off the prop so it's quiet, and then we'll be able to have a two-way conversation.
Oh, that's so cool.
that's cool.
We'll take off radio notice. We'll do everything on its own. We'll come in place. I don't have to get anything input. It'll just stay there. This one is really, really nice. Don't have to worry about it. It's an easy game where that's cool. You don't have to stand on the floor. It's a motion controller. Right now, if you notice, the drone's not moving. But the moment I take just a little bit out of this, now it moves. The game controller, that is actually if I wanted to stay stationary and fly up, fly down. You notice it's spinning with the noise because you don't know, but it'll come straight up and down. The nice thing with this drone is I'm going to see everything it sees. So I'm going to fly from a first-person perspective. If you look at the screen, you'll notice there's a crosshair on it right there. Wherever I put that crosshair, that's where this drone's going to go. And I'll show it here. So I'm going to get above the cloud. And I'm going to fly through here. And if you see our crosshair, the crosshair is where I want to go, that's where I'll go.
So there's a slight delay between the drone being transmitted, but he sees it in real time as the drone moves, which gives us the ability to fly in through houses and through hallways and things like that.
Yeah.
Does that have other interactions, loud sounds, flashing lights, anything that it can be used in?
Some of them do, like these ones have police lighting and things like that. It depends on which drone we're using.
Yeah, and the officer sitting next to me will get a live view instead of we're streaming that so y'all can all see it, but somebody can actually watch it live.
Usually when we deploy this, we do this in teams. One officer is flying, the other officer is watching that officer for safety, and also watching the screen because it's possible that he's worried about flying and he doesn't see something that maybe I do.
Are they pretty durable? If they get knocked down or run into something, do they get right back up again?
They are fairly durable. We crash them into walls and things like that while we're training. You know, obviously we're trying to avoid that, but we also want the pilot to be able to know exactly what this thing can do. We crashed a few. There's on this one, we just glued it back together. Still good to go. You know, obviously this is something that eventually will fail. But again, our whole method here is that if we can put a drone in and avoid person-to-person conflict and confrontation, we would rather lose the drone. You know, we'll spend that money 100% for someone's life rather than risk that kind of conflict. So, yes, it's a very, very valuable tool for us. It's improved things a lot.
What's the timeline on the remote deployable? Was there? It sounded like there might be something.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go in there.
Yeah, our goal is eventually to move to like an automated system where when a call comes in, the drone launches, goes to the call, and then sits there and waits. The idea is that that drone doesn't have to stop at stoplights. It just goes straight there. So we can have a drone on scene within a minute or two, versus maybe a 3 to 4 minute response with an officer and lights and traffic and things like that.
Is that like
That's in the works. It's something we're trying to implement. It's a very expensive thing to do.
And here's a sub-spotter with a door.
Did these?
This is our drone room right here. Very tight space. Very
Yeah, we'll fly in and we'll search rooms and we'll.
There's my equipment.
Do you have obstacle avoidance on right now?
Not this one.
We tend to turn that off because we want the pilot to go places that the drone doesn't want to go. The drone tries not to crash, but we need that drone to go do things that maybe it wasn't designed to do.
Yeah, the only avoidance it has is what's happening right now. I can't go any lower.
Yeah.
So like these shells right here, I can, in a sense, fly in these shells, but the problem would be is that it want to lift up. This thing's just too close to the ground. We do train for stuff like this, and the easiest way to combat that is basically you got to keep moving and go fast, and basically just go through before the sensor can pick it up, just like that. So if I sat there, it would actually lift up and hit the top and make all kind of weird noises.
So how much training did it take to get the skill with it?
So first of all of our pilots getting the FAA 107 training, that's an investment of money and time. And then from there, we have to certify them internally. So we put them through 8 hours of flight. They probably spend, I'd say 40 hours minimum just to get the basics and start flying these things. Robin's been flying for several years. He's very good at flying. Each of our pilots has like a different skill level, but it takes a lot of time and investment to get this going.
Yeah, I actually started flying FPV drones. I'm not as good as those really cool videos you see where everybody's flipping around. I could do a little bit of that, but that's where I kind of got my skill from. And going from that to DJI was kind of like, in a way, kind of boring for me because I'm like, oh, it does everything for me. I don't have to do anything, but I took that kind of knowledge of how the drone responds to, tight areas and everything else, and brought that over into our training. So we train on it all the time. We fly through. I think last training we were flying through 2-foot wide spaces and dropping down through the whole, kind of like what I did over here on the SWAT unit. That's exactly what we were training to do at our last one. So it's, they're very capable of what they do. It's just the skill factor is everybody's a little different. Everybody takes their different time. I can do a lot of things that, you know, Freeman might not be able to do, but Freeman might be able to do more stuff on that one than I can do because I like you know, so.
Who's the best? You're the best.
That's the rumor, yes.
Just on drones in general. Sure. You'll see them like when we're at the soccer game, or you'll see them other places, and I don't know what's a police one, what's a personal one, and I don't know what's legal, what's not legal. But sometimes like flying around the house, and realtors are using to take photos and stuff. But where is it that it's like, okay, that drone's not supposed to be doing that, it's something I should be.
So here's the easiest way to sum that up. So Frisco, we're all Class G airspace, which means you can fly technically anywhere in the city. Like can't go over 400 feet.
Yeah.
Now there are exceptions. You can't fly over large groups of people. You have to have a waiver for that. So like if there's something at the soccer stadium and a drone can technically fly around it as long as he's not over the people. We have waivers where we can fly over the top floor for security purposes and things. So the easiest way is if you see a drone, it's probably allowed to be there. If it's over an event, unless it's a police drone, probably not allowed to be there. Easy way to tell for ours on most of them, we almost got all of them that have it, but these are red and blue lights. When you fly and we turn them on, so you can see the red and blue lights like on a cockpit.
So you know, it's a cop.
Yeah, and believe it or not, they're very bright. They stand out a lot. And I believe that one has them as well, which is another one of the. Did you fly that one yet?
Yeah.
That's another version. It has the red and blues on it as well. So we're getting lights that have it to where we can distinguish. You can look up and be like, okay, that's a police.
Do the lights affect the camera visual at all?
It depends. Everything's dependent on lighting for us. So if it's dark at night, it's lighting it up. But it depends.
So even during the day, you have those lights on.
There's different types of lights. There's anti-collision lights that are mandated by the FAA that we have to have on, and then there's lights that we use to see at night, things like that. So yeah.
And these were all pretty much done by like grants, right? Like
Some of them. The department's funded quite a bit of it. The city's funded some of it, and then like that's a grant-funded.
No, I'm
drone.
the training coordinator.
Some of them.
Okay. And then, is there any space tight enough that like the wind will bounce back and make it?
Very much, yes. They get sucked into walls with the wind and things
Okay.
like that. Yep.
Actually, it's part of our.
It's part of our training.
Part of our training, because I'm the training coordinator, so
Yeah.
part of our training, I've helped another agency, and I said the first thing we're going to do when we're flying in Nevada is I said, we're going to run into a wall. And they all looked at me like I was crazy. And the thing about the aerodynamics is if you fly into a wall and stop, even if you're this far away, the pop wash will suck you into the wall and drag you down.
Right.
But if you move and you hit the wall, you bounce
going.
off, and you just keep going. And once they realize that, even our team, I set up courses now where when we go through a door, it's so small they have to hit the door or the door frame. You have to. You pick one.
Right.
And the whole point is just keep going. Because if you stop, you crash.
We
But if
want
you
them
keep
to
going,
experience that and be able to overcome it.
Right.
you overcome it. And, yeah. So it's it works. But yeah, we have this one, the 30, which is that one. On the table, that's all those lenses all around it.
Yeah.
That's all anti-collision stuff. There's a little light, you might be able to see it, but underneath that black wire, there's a little light. That's the strobe. There's one on the top and the bottom.
Cool.
So that's